Exercise 4G is factorising. As we said in 4F, factorising is in fact the inverse of expanding the brackets. So instead of expanding brackets out, what we do is work the other way and look for a common factor and insert brackets. Find a common factor and multiply them, whatever's inside that bracket, by whatever is outside the bracket. For example, if you're going to factorise, say, an expression like 4a plus 16, the common factor is 4, the highest common factor. So we've got 4 bracket a plus 4. In 3x minus 21, 3 is the highest common factor, so it becomes 3 bracket x minus 7. Therefore, 3x minus 21 is the expanded form, and 3 bracket x minus 7 is the factorised form of that expression. You can multiply one out to get the other. In question 1, part C, the term k. Then in part D, we're looking for x, 3 times x, and h, we're looking for looking for 2. And then in part L, we are looking for negative 1 to give us negative 5xy. Looking at question 2, then, part A, find the highest common factor of these terms between 4x and 12 is 4. Then in part F, 7x, 14y is 7. I, 30gh and negative 24g is 6g. Then in L, we've got 15rs and negative 20st, 5s. Write them as a product of their factors, those ones in question 3. A becomes 4 bracket x plus 3, F becomes 7 bracket x plus 2y, I becomes 6g bracket 5h minus 4, and L becomes 5s bracket 3r minus 4t. So we see we can multiply those factors, which give us that expression. Then in question 5, we're going to factorise these expressions. Part A, we are 4a plus 8 becomes 4 bracket x plus 2. In part B, that becomes 2 bracket d minus 3. Part I, that becomes 3 bracket 3n plus m. R becomes 2 bracket ef minus 24gh. That becomes 3 bracket 7 ef minus 8gh. Now in part 6 we find the highest common factor. Part A, it's BC. In part G, it's 4. Part H, find that it's 2HCD. Then in part I, the only common factor is F. Looking at question 9, we factorise. Part A, mnp plus kmn becomes mn bracket p plus k. Then D becomes de bracket 4c plus 5f. And part F then becomes 4ay bracket 6p plus 10y. You can see the common factors that allow us to factorise that. Question 12. Find the highest common factor of these pairs of terms. In A, it's x. In C, 7k between both of those terms. In E, it's 2m. In H, it's n. And then in I, 3n squared and negative 6. The common factor, the highest common factor, is 3n. So we would use those to factorise those expressions if they were. Then question 14, factorise. C squared plus 4c becomes c bracket c plus 4. 5b, it's part H, becomes 5b bracket b minus 2. J becomes 3y bracket 3y minus 5. And K becomes 2n 2a plus 7 bracket 7 plus 8a. See that how we factorise them there. Question 16 looks at terms with a negative coefficient. Finding the highest common factor, but it's a negative, so the coefficients are negative. Between negative 5 and negative 10, then you've got negative 5. In D, it's negative 7b, G, it's negative xy, and H, it's negative bc. When you do further study, you'll notice that it could be a fractional one as well, not just a negative. Question 18, you can see that part A, it's negative 4 bracket 8 plus 3. Part C, negative 7 bracket n minus 2. Part J, negative 6 bracket 3c plus 4d. In part K, negative x bracket 1 plus x. And L, negative AB bracket 11a minus 9. Remembering that we multiply powers, we keep the base and the powers. In question 20, factorise that. Those, A, 6 bracket g plus 1, C, k bracket p plus q, H, negative 5a bracket a plus 3, J, 3x bracket x minus y. So you can see that we keep the base and the powers when we multiply. So we insert a bracket which is the opposite of expanding the brackets out by multiplying. Question 21 deals with the rectangle. We are given the length, which is, or the width, which is x, and we're given the area. So part A, find the length. Area equals length times width. When we find the common factor, it's x bracket x plus 6. Then in part B, list the two factors. They are x and x plus 6 bracket. What's the expression for the length of this rectangle? L equals bracket x plus 6. Part D, demonstrate the correct expression for the length of this rectangle by multiplying. So you can see the way that it is multiplied out. X plus 6 times x becomes x bracket x plus 6, x squared plus 6x. And then in part E, we prove that it's correct by multiplying out, expanding it out. If x equals 3, 3 times 3 plus 3 times 6 equals 9 plus 18 equals 27. If we substitute x equals 3 into the x squared plus 6, we get 3 times 3 plus 6 times 3, which again, 9 plus 18 equals 27, so we get the same answer. Now that gives us the whole of our algebra, which we will need as we move our way through. So you're really well advised to go back, check my working out, pause the video where you need to, and make sure that you do get on top of algebra, because it is very, very important. Good luck with it. If you found any mistakes, like I've said prior, let me know. I'm happy to amend my video. Great work with your algebra, fellas.